Yo, what's going on, everybody? Scotty Boots here. It's been a long time since we have done an update video, and I've got one here because Black Friday rolled around and Best Buy pulled through. If anybody goes out there for the hunt, Black Friday is always a fun time of the year. I love being out in crowds. I've never had an issue with crowds. That's why I love conventions, love all that stuff. I just love being around people and the excitement of all that. And this year was very interesting for Black Friday because Best Buy is really the only one that pulled through on this year. Target, Walmart were total busts. Amazon, of course, always has great deals, but I like going out and, putting on the hunt for the movies. And Best Buy put everything out early, too. So we'll run through these here. I know it's been a minute. Got a ton of movies that I've been stacking up since the last videos that I've been making with these here. And I'm going to do a little vlog soon here with like a channel update with what's going to be to come here because just want to mix things up a little bit. I know I do that all the time, but I think I've kind of found where my groove wants to be. But we're going to run through these titles here and talk a little bit about these. First up here we've got is Monster Hunter. This year I missed. I wanted to see. I really like Mia Jovovich, and I do really like Tony Jaa. I thought this was a really interesting combination of actors to put together. And Paul W.S. Anderson, does fun movies. I feel like he just serviceable to what the content of the movie is. So I'm excited to check this one out here, and I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. All I really care about is seeing some cool monster action, and I think that's what the movie's primarily made for. So looking forward to that one. Next, we got Last Action Hero here on 4K. I've never owned this for whatever reason it is, but I love this movie. I really feel this is an underrated Schwarzenegger film. It does not get talked about all that much in comparison to what those elite Schwarzenegger films are. But I've always had a good time with this. I'm really looking forward to revisiting. It's been a little bit since I've seen that. Keeping up with Schwarzenegger tradition here, we got Jingle All The Way. This was an easy buy, upgrade from the DVD, $7 on Blu-ray. Cannot beat that there. And this is one every year gets revisited. So to upgrade that was a no-brainer for me. Next one here, not part of Black Friday deals, but one that came out around the same time. That's On the Rocks, the newer one from A24. I'm really excited to check this out. I love Bill Murray, love Rashida Jones. Again, I thought this was an interesting combination of actors to put together into a movie here, and I'm willing to give just about anything A24 puts out a shot. So them two in there, really looking forward to that. Next, we got Tenet, and I missed this in theaters. I was so bummed I missed this. I love Christopher Nolan. I love the way that he does his movies because they make you think. They don't beat you over the head with dialogue. You kind of go on this journey with the characters as they're experiencing everything. So I love the way that he writes his films out. This one, I was so bummed I missed in theater. I'm really excited to check this out. And I lucked out too because Best Buy had it for $10, but there was no slipcover for it. And I'm like, God, even for $10, it's hard to make the buy without the slipcover when you know it's out there. So I checked a couple different Best Buys. Nobody had a slip for it. So I took a shot on Amazon, and luckily it came with the slip and perfect condition on this thing here too. And the anxiety with Amazon orders sometimes when you're getting movies and such. Those slipcovers come beat up, banged up. They show up in crappy wrapping. Got so lucky with that. So I'm very fortunate to get the slip. Next one here is Prisoners of the Ghostland. Again, not part of the Black Friday shopping, but came out around the same time here. I'm just about ready to give Nicolas Cage a shot with any single movie that he puts out because he's been on a hot streak lately, and that is with Mandy, Color Out of Space, and Willy's Wonderland. All three of those movies, absolutely fantastic, and this seems to be just a wild ride of a film here. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. If you haven't seen those other three I just mentioned, highly, highly recommend any one of those three movies there. They were all fantastic films. And I feel like Nicolas Cage, he's in everything, obviously, just making movie after movie. But those three movies, and hopefully leading into this one here, I think he's found kind of an interesting niche right now with what he's been doing for films. So I'm looking forward to that. Next here, we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Steelbook, which I've been eyeballing for a long time here. I don't know if this was part of the Black Friday stuff, but it had a $5 sale on it, so I grabbed it. It was like 11 or 12 bucks. So finally scooped this one up here. And just an upgrade from the DVD. I've been eyeing this down for a while, just waiting for the price to come down a little bit, and thankfully got lucky and it did. Next here is Nobody. Another one I missed and really wanted to see, so for $10, no-brainer to pick this up. Really excited to check that movie out there. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, classic film, of course, so upgraded from the DVD here. And this is one that I feel, you can just revisit at any time. You can sit down and enjoy it with the family and just watch the whole movie, or it's a perfect movie just to throw on while you're kind of doing, maniacal things around the house and just kind of poking in and out with it. It's just a movie that can go on really at any time. I love this movie. I hated the remake. I feel like that needs to be said every time I talk about that movie. Anytime that movie gets brought up, I have to mention how much I hated Tim Burton's vision for it. Did not care for it. Next, we got Godzilla versus Kong. And this here for $10, I was like, you know what, might as well grab it. I've got all the other ones. I did not care for it all that much. Some of the action stuff was decent in here, but even with some of the action, it just wasn't adding up so much. You know, King of the Monsters, again, was one that stepped away so much from the human element, and you know, that side of it sucks, but like the monster action at least was entertaining in that movie. Could have been a little bit better, but it was at least entertaining. This one here, a little bit weaker on the monster action with stuff, but there were some cool moments. So for $10, I figured at some point I might go back and watch 20 or 30 minutes of it. So not going to complain there, just to add it to the collection. Next, we got Chaos Walking. Another interesting combination that I'm intrigued to see here, which is Daisy Ridley and Tom Holland. I really like Daisy Ridley. I know, you know, a lot of flack comes with the Star Wars sequel trilogy and all that. And even though her character could have been written a little bit better, I thought that she brought her A game to that character. So I'm very intrigued to see what she does with her career moving forward here. And Tom Holland, of course, you know, is fantastic as Spider-Man. So I'm really stoked to see these two in here. Another one that I missed out on when it came about, but really excited to check it out. Next, we got V for Vendetta. And this here, just an upgrade from the DVD. One of those top movies. I couldn't say enough great things about this. Great casting, great story, great everything. This movie just hits on every level, and I feel like it's relevant in so many different levels, you know, throughout history and all that. It's just a fantastic film. And next here we've got is Blade, and this is another one, ironically, I've never owned before. I've seen the movie, I feel like 100 times, but I've never actually owned it. And, you know, Wesley Snipes, fantastic as Blade. We're going to get, you know, a new take on Blade coming up here, which I'm really excited to see how they're going to incorporate everything into the MCU with that. But this is just a badass vampire flick. And I don't know if Blade 2 came out on 4K or not. I'm going to have to look into that now, because this and Blade 2 I really liked. Did not care for Blade 3 pretty much at all. But Blade 1 and Blade 2, fantastic. So that's it, guys. That is my 4K pickups for 2021. Or just Black Friday pickups in general. So super stoked to add these to the collection here. Again, Target and Walmart, total bust, but Best Buy came through with everything here. Some more videos on the way. I'm going to do a little vlog, like I said, to kind of give a little channel update with things to come and what I'm planning on doing with everything here. But that will do it for this one here. Hope you are all doing well out there. I'd love to know what you picked up on Black Friday, or any opinions on these titles, and specifically on the Nicolas Cage stuff too. If you have seen Mandy, Willy's Wonderland, or Color Out of Space, would love to know your thoughts on that, because I just think those movies, they've all just hit perfectly, especially Mandy and Willy's Wonderland. So that will do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, appreciate the support as always. We will see you in the next upcoming videos. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you later. And now I'm going to go over here and click the stop recording button.